Hey Virgo, and welcome to your January 2024 love energy reading. Happy New Year. This will be for your sun, moon, rising, or Venus signs, or put it anywhere in your placement. Maybe you like it, I love it. Before we get into it, please like this video, share it out, and subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you always know when I'm posting for you. Okay, my Virgos? I love the Virgos in my life, baby. Let's get it. I'm going to ring the bell and clear your energy, and we'll begin with your love reading. Let's get it. And receive that. Virgos, what I got for y'all was digging in the archives. What was it? Digging in the archives. New information. What was it? Digging in the archives. New information. I know I saw something about a sunset. Somebody else got that too. And then it was one other thing. I don't know. It'll come to me. If not, it was not meant to be. Okay, so I think you're doing a lot of deep diving, soul searching, Virgos. And you might be like revisiting old information, old wounds, old chapters of your life, and then coming up with new information, or just coming up with information that helps you move forward in some sort of way. You have the Prince of Wands at the bottom, which is the Knight of Wands. So this is fast moving energy. This can also be a quick love affair, okay, or things just progressing quickly in a love connection, in a love relationship. This can also be a change in residence, all right? But it's very fast and fiery energy. This could also be a little bit of a trickster energy, like someone whose intentions seem good at first and aren't afterwards, or the ways in which we deceive ourselves. So maybe you have a good thing going on and you're convincing yourself that you don't, or seeing things through a sordid lens. Either you're lying to yourself about the health and wellness of this connection, or in either direction, whether you're psyching yourself out and this is a good thing for you, or you're psyching yourself out and this isn't a good thing. Use your discernment. But this is the Seven of Swords, which talks about like sneaking out of the camp. Something that's going on isn't really working for you. Thoughts are swords, and swords are thoughts and communication. So maybe your communication has been a little bit off, or there's something you need to be communicating that you just don't know quite how to do it. But this thing of sort of like breaking out, and you see like it's like kind of like breaking the glass on the box. I feel like you're breaking past your own self-imposed limitations, or you're breaking past the confines of your relationship if you've been feeling stifled inside of it, or feeling like you need more, or you're not getting exactly what you need. I think things that you've been keeping bottled up are about to explode out. You have the Six of Wands, which talks about triumph, victory. It could be fame and success. Maybe you're gaining a lot of success, and maybe that's causing a little bit of a chasm or a gap in your relationship, because maybe you're the one who's doing better than your partner in the relationship. Also, this could be that you guys are just going to experience a time of great success in your love relationship after a time of hardship, after like having to walk away from, love connections in the past that weren't really working for you and did not work out. The Six of Wands is like the returning hero. He's coming out of conflict, moving past that, having succeeded after a lot of inner conflict and outer conflict, now moving towards like, success, victory, peace. The war is won. It's over. You have the Princess of Cups, which is the Page of Cups. This is a love offer. This is new love. This is the beginning possibilities. Nothing is quite guaranteed, but it feels right to you. You've been moving forward quickly with this person. Beneath that is the Six of Swords, look, and the Eight of Wands. So there's definitely like this quick moving energy, and maybe something about that fast moving energy is making you nervous. But Six of Swords is also about moving into easier times. Maybe this person sets your mind at ease. Maybe it's easy to talk to this person. Maybe you guys have been discussing plans for the future and things like that. Maybe you're starting to try to work out and see if you can really see a future with this person. If you're in an existing relationship, this is just saying that communication is what's going to help move things into a smoother time for you. That a lot of your issues with your partner right now are going to, this is crazy. I shuffled the mess out of this deck and you got it in the same position that I think Leo got theirs, which is food meditation, and it says, I can. Hang on a second. Okay, it says food meditation and it says I can. Okay, so maybe you're changing your diet. Maybe doing a cleanse together as a couple may benefit you in some sort of a way. This I can thing is kind of like maybe you need to, watch what you're consuming. This is also what came up for Leo. Is like watch what you're consuming in terms of not just food, but like what are you reading? What are you watching? What are you listening to? What company are you keeping? Go where it feels good is what I'm getting. Go around and be around things and people that motivate you and who are on the same mindset if you're single. Okay, and put you in the I can spirit and energy. Okay, go into your interests. You might meet people in that realm. You know what I'm saying? You have Arziki Dabaran, gratitude. Yes, gratitude with the Six of Wands. Success is going to come when you are grateful for what you have now. Also, like getting into a state of gratitude about the things that you are grateful for about yourself, pouring into yourself. Okay, I'm also seeing like there's the wheels of the universe are spinning. They're always working to bring you to your own, to bring you to the things that will bring you more gratitude. Get into alignment, get into a higher frequency. Okay, that's crazy. 3 cards. I'm gonna have to take it because it came out in 3s. Y'all know how I feel about 3s, baby. If you're new here, I'm always like, ooh, we about to catch a word. 3's the magic number. 3rd time's a charm. You have Ua Aljana, beyond. I think this is about going beyond your own limitations about what you think this love is going to look like, feel like, be like. And I'm not telling you not to have standards. You better have some standards, baby, because if not, you'll pay for it later. I promise you that. I think this is saying somebody's coming in that's beyond your wildest dreams, or like beyond what you could have foreseen for yourself. Maybe you come from a history of people who have a lot of toxic trauma bonding relationships, and so a healthy, fulfilling, nourishing relationship seems out of reach or out of not realistic. I've never seen it modeled. I don't know how I would participate in one. But I think if you just open yourself up to being open with this Princess of Cups to love and what that could look like, it just means you can break out of old patterns and old modes. You have Spirit, act. Okay, so go with what Spirit is telling you. If you feel led, divinely led to say yes to an invitation, if you feel divinely led to pour in further into a hobby or a pastime or something, to get I think as a collective, we got to get back into doing things that nourish us, to get out of the humdrum, monotonous day-to-day routine. Even if that's just our train of thinking, our pattern of thought, we need to revamp, rejuvenate, and revitalize those things, because they are informing the way we're showing up in the world. And because this is your love reading, most especially your love life, okay? And then you have unconditional love blueprint with the anatomical heart right here. I love this. I think your heart is full and you have a lot of love to give, Virgo. And I think you need to like woosah, meditate, take a break. If you are indulging in the smoke, baby, don't just do it as an escape. Utilize that herb as a tool. Ask yourself, like, what, you know, start imagining and meditating on what good love, nourishing love feels like. What does a stable, secure life feel like? What does a partner who really has your best interest at heart feel like? What would it feel like if you had that? And start trying to live in the end of the wish fulfilled, okay? You also have glamour energy. It says glam. I think you need to glam yourself up. You need to do some self-care days, you know. It seems superficial, but it's not. When you look good, you feel good, you know. Grooming yourself with whatever that means to you. If that means I'm just like throwing on some shea butter, baby, and doing my hair. And doing my hair doesn't have to mean like, getting a blowout or, doing some sort of elaborate style. Maybe it's just running a comb through your hair. You know what I'm saying? It's just these small acts of self-love and self-care, Even if you have nowhere to go today, don't sit in your pajamas all day. Throw something on, even if it's loungewear, but something that makes you feel a little more put together, that doesn't reflect being down in the doldrums or being careless with yourself, okay? Pour into yourself. Do that glamour magic. Get into that glamorous I amness, whatever that means to you, whatever makes you feel your best. You know what I mean? I don't care if it's your favorite tracksuit. If that's the thing that puts you in the frequency of I look good, I feel good, I am good, I'm the best, then do that. Honor the self, but make sure you're doing things to treat yourself like you're the celebrity of your life, like you're the star of your show. This is your movie, baby, and everybody else is just living in it, okay, my Virgos? People keep getting this. I promise you, I'll be shuffling the mess out of this deck. Must be also collective energy. It says, after the rain, silver lining, relief, hope, mercy. It's over, acceptance. You're like the third sign to get this card. I think this is what I'm saying with this I can energy. And also, I think you're thinking outside of the box. You're like breaking old patterns of thought. Maybe you used to have some type of self-deprecating thought patterns that made you feel like you deserved less than what you deserve, and you're moving beyond that. You're starting to see the silver lining after a difficult period, Virgo. It says, release the petals, transformation, death and rebirth, shedding, all change. Okay? Everything's changing. And I think that's part of this new information that's coming in. Maybe digging in the archives is like you going back to what you used to know to be true about yourself, to happier times when you experience that sort of unconditional love of the self. I think you're going through a process where you're letting go of the old. It doesn't even necessarily have to be the person you're with, but maybe it's like things from your past, from your childhood, your own childhood trauma or inner child healing that needs to be done. Maybe it's, the death and transformation of man, this relationship ain't the same since before we had kids to now after we have kids, or this relationship ain't the same as when we first got together and now we've been in this thing with each other for 5 years. This is the when we were dating as opposed to being married, or when we first started dating as opposed to now we're comfortable with each other, whatever that looks like for you, Virgo. You're in the midst of a deep transformation. Even if you're just transforming careers and things like that, that's still a very transitional space in your life. And it will affect your relationship, because sometimes we oftentimes wrap up our identities in what we do. Your last card that came out is Lineage of the Rose, moved by the goddess, here for this, soul call, gather. You see that, why I brought up that thing that came out of nowhere? That is like really for me telling me like y'all are like, you know, moving into your soul purpose, or really starting to see the accolades with the Six of Wands in your soul purpose. And any rifts or shifts that's creating in your love life is meant to happen. Trust the process. If that's your person, you'll be able to move beyond that. If that ends up weeding out in the weeding out process of, oh, then you're not my person, then that's not your person, babe. The Rose Garden at the bottom of the deck, your final card, it says innocence, forgiveness, be gentle with yourself. And I think for some of y'all, this like be gentle with yourself is gonna be like be gentle with yourself for any past mistakes you made, you know. Forgiveness, forgive yourself for any time you weren't giving yourself the glamour energy, when you weren't making yourself the star of your show, and just do better moving forward, you know. Start centering the self, not from a place of ego, but from a place of deep true self-love and gratitude for the gift of your life, baby, for breath of life. And so that's your reading. I'll see you guys in February. I'm wishing you mad love and many blessings. You count, you matter, you are important. You're seen, you're heard, you're worthy, you're deserving. You are magic, Virgo, baby. Go get up in it. And I'll see you on the next one. Later.